Hey guys, welcome back to our series of NEET MDS 2022 recall. In this video, we are going to see about lip print. So lip print, I think it is most over the forensic odontology, which we rarely discuss about. So let's just see. So what is a lip print? So lip print is nothing but it is the pattern of the wrinkles that we see on our lips. Okay, so it has the same individual characteristics as we see for our fingerprints. So we use fingerprints commonly for our forensic thing. So the lip prints also have the same pattern, like the same pattern in the sense is that each individual has different patterns by which we can identify the individual easily. Okay, so chelioscopy is a forensic investigation technique that deals with the identification of humans based on the lip traces. So it can be defined as a method of identification of a person based on characteristic arrangements of the lines appearing on the red part of the lips. So this is the red part of the lips, or as a science dealing with the lines appearing on red part of the lips. Okay, so being uniform, they are uniform throughout the life like our fingerprints. The lip print is also uniform throughout its life, and it can be used to verify the presence or absence of a person in a crime scene, that provided there has been consumption of any beverages, there is a consumption of any drink, or they have used any cloth. So such kind of things where the print of the lip can be appreciated, we can use them for identification during a crime scene. Okay, so the classification. So the lip prints are actually classified, okay, into different types. So first it was noted by R. Fisher in 1902. Then later in 1967, Suzuki made a detailed investigation of this measurement of lips and their lip prints and the color of rogue to be used and the method of its extraction. So everything he has determined. Whereas in 1971, Suzuki and Tsuchiashi have conducted a study and they revised their own classification of these lip prints, okay, based on their studies. Okay, so let's just see what their classification is. So it includes 6 types of lip prints. So they are type 1, type 1 prime, type 2, type 3, type 4, and type 5. Okay, so a type 1 is a clear-cut groove running vertically across the lip. So grooves running vertically across the lip, it is like this. Okay, so if it is a lip, so it runs like this. Then type 1 prime, partial length of the groove. So partial length, so it will be like this. Okay, type 2 is a branched groove, so it will be like this, somewhat like this. Okay, so there will be branching like trees. Okay, then type 3, it is an intersected groove. So intersected groove, it will be like this, somewhat like this and like this. Okay, so intersections, forming intersections like this. Okay, then a reticular pattern is a haphazardous pattern. And coming to other patterns, so any other pattern other than these is other pattern. So we'll see that through an image, not my through my drawings. Okay, so this is the image. So here you can see complete straight grooves, type 1, type 1 prime, partial straight grooves, branched grooves like type 2. So intersected grooves like this, type 3, and reticular grooves like this. It is a kind of mesh-like thing. And type 5 is like it is showing completely undifferentiated groove, so we cannot identify which pattern is it, right? So this is type 5. So the same thing you can see in the lips of this female here. So you can see the grooves here being linear, depicting that she is a type 1. So type 1 looks like this. Type 1 prime, partially branched grooves, partially this thing. Then type 2, branched grooves, you can see it. Type 2, type 3. Then coming to type 3, it is intersected grooves. So you can see that intersections like this here, right? Then type 4, it is reticular grooves. So you can see like this and like this patterns mostly, right? Okay, so this is how we'll identify the different types of lip pattern. So you have to keep this in your mind. So at least keep this in your mind so that it will be easy for your exams and for the identification in the future. Okay. Then coming to how we record these lip prints. So we know how what patterns we have. So how we record it. So one thing, we can photograph the suspected lips. Okay. So on a non-porous flat surface such as a mirror, they can be photographed, enlarged, and overlay tracings made of the grooves. Then applying lipstick or lip rogue or other suitable transfer mediums to the lips, and then the individual has to press his or her lips to the piece of paper or cellophane tape or something of similar conditions. So they have to just press it like this. Okay. So using a finger printer, preferably a roller finger printer is used. Then by having the subject impress his or her lips without lipstick or other recording medium against the suitable, and then processing the prints with either conventional fingerprint developing powder or with the magna brush and magnetic powder is done. Okay. Then the provided lip print is left on a suitable medium so that it can be developed using a number of different powders or cyanoacrylate, or it can be photographed. So the powders used are same as for the fingerprint development. So there are no other powders, but the same powders are used for lip prints also. Okay. Then coming to a question that they have asked in our recent NEET exam was, type 2 lip print classification by Tsuchiashi is. Tsuchiashi didn't classify anything alone. He did it along with Suzuki. Okay. So type 2 lip print is a, is it branched, is it vertical, is it reticular, or is it intersected? It is a branched. So okay. So in the lips there is branching like this, right? So the correct answer for this question is option A. Okay. So if you want, we can just go through the image once again. So here, so you can see here type 2, it is branched grooves. Okay. If you like our video, do subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also follow us on our Instagram handles at DOCSHAALA for dental content and at DOCSHAALA medical for medical content. You can also follow us on our Telegram. Thank you and see you again in the next session.